Stifler, ask the ladies to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Go ahead.
10.
10.
8.5.
10.
7.
Oh.
8. Excuse me. 10.
Yes. I love this.
Jesus Christ, smoker's cough over here. Okay.
6 before pregnancy and 4 after pregnancy.
Okay, so.
Oh my God, no, you're beautiful.
Whatever. Why?
Huh? Oh, because I've traveled, honey. I've seen the Japanese.
And I get
women.
that. And I get that. And I get that. Me calling myself a 10, by any chance, I'm not saying that there's not more women out there who are not more beautiful than me.
Yeah.
I know how they want us to rate us is for different reasons. The first time I came up on here, I think I said I was a 7 myself. And then I saw things after. Why ever rate yourself? Not saying that we can't be better. I'm not saying I can't. I'm at my peak state. I can be better than this for sure. But you deserve to tell yourself at least. Maybe for yourself, it's not a 10, it's an 8 or whatever. You should never walk around this earth calling yourself a 4 because it might seem like you're being humble or whatever to yourself. But when I hear that, you're a very intelligent woman.
Yeah.
You're everything that you said right now was so smart. And you're the first person who's got on here and made me want to shut my mouth, honestly.
Well, the rating
but
was
when you
off
say,
looks, though, not
I
intelligence.
know.
Yeah, we're talking looks.
It's off looks. Yeah, but when you say
I
that.
can talk about it.
Yeah, but when you say that, when
Yeah.
you call yourself a 4, if you tell me that you look at yourself and you think that you're a 4, even if you're saying it's based off of looks, it plays deeper than that. So it's like, why should I trust anything you're saying if you think that you're just
Right. No.
some regular person?
Get some help.
No, I get you, right? So typically, without being pregnant, I call myself an adjustable 6 because it truly is like fitness dependent. Honestly, I do that to be like generous, okay, to be realistic because I've been around the world and I'm telling you, something is up with these Brazilians and these Japanese chicks. Like they are just smoking hot. I cannot stand it because I can tell when women are hot because it hurts my feelings. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
like, go somewhere else with your face. But I'm a 4 because I'm pregnant. Like that's it. It's just because it's like, that's it.
If anything, you should be a 10 because you're pregnant. You're
Okay, so you said all the girls should be 10s.
I didn't say that. I said
Into the mic.
I didn't say that, but I said I do cast judgment on people when they rank themselves lower, even if it's just look based.
Okay, so do you think she didn't rate herself a 10, she didn't rate herself a 10, she didn't rate herself a 10, and obviously, do you think that they should rate themselves 10?
Yes.
Do you guys want to change your answers given what she just said, or are you happy with where you're at?
No, I'm happy.
Yeah,
You guys-
I feel like 8 is fit for me. I'm on social media. I scroll through. I see a lot of people, and I definitely do compare myself. But I'm like,
Crystal's donated $90.
You compare yourself,
Hold
right?
on.
Pregnant lady is full of shit. Last time she was on, she was shaming the girls for their relationships. Yet later she revealed she was dating a 51-year-old dinosaur and that she had no dad. Breast TFU little follow me on the crystals.
Jesus, all right.
Yeah, nice way to drop your IG handle while clout chasing on a woman. I thought men led. I don't understand what's going on here. But no, my man looks good though. Like here's the thing, like there's more 35-year-old men that are overweight to include obesity, and on top of it, like they'll probably have a heart attack before him. Like I don't understand. And yeah, I didn't have a father in my life. Okay, I still got married.
Okay. So let's bring it back to 10. Okay. Eric, okay. So 10, she's gone though. Fuck. Okay. I'll come back. Okay.
Just have a mini attack for a second. Okay, I'm back.
All right. So Kiko, you're a 10. 10.
Yeah.
10. You're a 10?
Yeah.
And then you're a 10 over here.
I just think all women should consider themselves a 10.
Okay, I have 2 things on that.
Everybody I think is beautiful in their own way. And first of all, everybody here is gorgeous. And I would rate all of you 10s without a doubt. Like all of you. Especially you. All of you. Everyone. Like
Okay, so
I think it's a little I don't know. I think it's a little demeaning when it's sad. I'm like sad. I get sad when girls or even my friends when they think of themselves anything less than 10.
Okay, so all women should rate themselves a 10.
I got cut off.
Hold
Can
on.
I finish what I was saying? Oh.
You go and then Kiko and then I'll go.
Oh, me.
Go.
Okay. There's some girls, I think, I don't know, it's a very hard topic to like talk about, because I think to an extent, like, yeah, I think all women are beautiful in some way, like shape or form. And you know, there's some girls that like their looks aren't as like high as others, you know. That's just how it is. Like, some girls just aren't that pretty, and it's like sad to say, and like I feel bad, but like that doesn't mean like on the inside they're not a 10. They're not gorgeous. They're not.
But isn't the rating thing off objective
yeah, we're talking about looks. The
attractiveness?
question is
But based
off of
off
looks.
even looks, right? I, like you even said, subjectively, yeah, we'll find people we don't think are attractive. I could look at somebody and be like, oh, I would never really do this, but that girl's a 3, a 4. When there could be another dude right next to me and be like, damn, that is the finest girl I've ever seen in my life. Like, she's a 10. Like, what if to one guy I'm an 8 and she's a 10 because he likes gingers, or I'm a 10 and she's an 8 because he likes black girls, something like that. So all I'm saying is, yeah, like you might say like you're on social media, you scroll. I'm on social media too. I'll see girls all the time where I'm like, damn, like she's so beautiful. I will never be that pretty. I will never be that pretty. And then it finally clicked to me when someone's like, girl, I will scroll through your Instagram and be like, I will never be as pretty as you. I will never look like you. So even though you could be saying that about people, there's people saying the exact same thing back. There's people who think you're a 10, even if you don't. So for you to rate yourself lower than that is you're already putting yourself down before you're even out there, in my opinion.
So for those of you who rated yourselves a 10, do any of you want to revise your answer? I have some makeup remover.
Well, okay, I actually never got to answer that when we were talking about makeup.
What?
Like, I personally, sorry.
Okay, this better be important because you're
No,
derailing the
I
conversation
swear
here.
to God, this is important. Like, honestly, girls wearing makeup, makeup is not a huge thing. Like, I don't think, like, it's fun and it makes you feel better.
Dank Nick donated $100.
Thank you, Bryce.
Me and Brian and the TDS gang are 10s. Actually, all men are 10s. Actually, we can no longer all be 10s when we all are. We just destroyed the whole point of rating when we are scared to compare. It's like giving participation trophies so no one is offended.
Yeah.
That would make sense if we wanted to rate ourselves, but we
Okay.
never asked to do this.
So continue with your makeup thing. Go ahead.
Oh, like, personally, I think makeup is just a fun thing. It's become such like a thing, like, oh, you're prettier with makeup, and I just don't agree with that. Most of the time. There's some.
Women wear makeup to make themselves look more attractive.
That's a personal thing, though.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, my boyfriend will tell me every single day I look way better without makeup. He would prefer me to, and most
No.
men tell me all the time
Yes,
I look
that's
way better
true.
without makeup. I do it for myself because I like how I look with makeup. I feel
Right,
like
that's
I'm
what I'm
not
saying.
fully put together. It's like a part of my outfit. I don't feel like my outfit is fully put together until I do my makeup. It's part of being a woman. It's a part about being a girl to me, doing my hair, everything. It's not for, honestly,
But so
to be more
is
attractive.
your point that women don't look, it doesn't make them more attractive, or at least in their own self-perception?
Yeah, I think, well, okay, there are girls that I would say makeup would help them look more attractive, and that's like from my perspective. But I think personally, internally, I think everyone, back to like the scaling yourself, if you're rating yourself, internally you should have that confidence that you are a 10 with or without makeup.
Okay, so I want to move. I'll talk maybe a little bit about the makeup thing, but I mean, so by the way, did anyone want to take on my offer on the makeup removal?
No.
On the 10 thing? Okay. All right. So, okay. Those of you who said you're 10s, you're 10s in delusion. Like, you're delusional if you guys, there's no 10s at this table, no offense. And I don't think I'm a 10. I'm
No,
like
no,
a
I have a
6,
theory.
maybe.
I have a theory. Kiko, how tall are you?
5'7".
Yeah, okay, so you're a 9.
If I was a little bit shorter, I'd be a 10.
No, taller. Victoria's Secret
yeah?
models are like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only.
I'm usually my platforms.
No, I would say you're definitely for sure the hottest woman in the room.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
like that's
you.
not even a
What
joke.
do you mean Kiki's pretty fun? Kiki's the only fucking 10 here.
No, like beauty. Honestly,
it's
just
subjective
not fair.
though. But it is subjective
Okay.
though.
To a degree.
So
Like you could think, but somebody else, like all these men in the comments, they think I look like I just came out of the fucking next grunge film, apparently.
No, like
But it's
men.
like-
okay, so you said that everyone is a 10.
I think everyone should think of
You
themselves.
no,
as a
excuse
10.
me.
I
You
know.
said every woman
I-
is a 10.
I worded it not how I wanted to at the beginning. I think everyone should think of themselves as a 10 because it's just a confidence thing. It's like it makes you happier. It makes you live a happier life. I feel when you
To be delusional.
Well, that's
To be
why,
egotistical.
Why should girls care what other people, especially guys, think of you? Why should we think?
Well,
Because we want to get married. We want to have babies.
Yeah, but if a
Men
guy
care-
loves you and if a guy wants to marry you, it's not gonna be all about looks.
But looks get you in the door. Our personality is what keeps, though. You know what I mean? Like I can't be out here expecting to like marry the guy that I want if I'm like 270 pounds. You know what I mean? Like that's just really unlikely.
But that's like also the thing
okay,
where
can I please get a word in here? Okay, so if everyone is a 10, then nobody is a 10. Otherwise, what is the point of rating?
Who cares? You don't have to rate people.
Yeah.
it's all
really,
subjective.
Really, who cares?
Okay, so are all men 10s then? If all women are 10s, are all men 10s?
You're so missing the point. We're saying everyone, whether men or women, should look at themselves as 10. We're not saying everybody out there in the world is a 10. We're just saying that everybody should look at themselves as an individual 10, whether they have a penis between their legs or not.
I mean,
Everyone's a
that's
10.
delusion.
It is delusion, but it's a delusional world that you should be in for your own sake and benefit to live a happy, healthy life. Because if you're just sitting there being like, yeah, I'm a 4. I'm always just going to be a 4. That's what I am. That's my looks. That's not going to get you anywhere either. So you could be in a delusional world of feeling like you're ugly, or you can be in a delusional world of feeling like you're attractive. Which one would you rather be in?
Okay, you mentioned confidence. Confidence is knowing you're not a 10 and being comfortable with it. That's confidence.
Well, you don't have to be cocky about it.
Yeah.
There's a difference of being like, I know I'm a 10 and like I'm more powerful than everybody, I'm hotter than everybody. That's like not the point. It's in like within yourself, think of yourself as a 10 and be happy with what you look like and with who you are and like love yourself and love what you look like. Because in reality, like there's not much you can really change about your appearance. Like you can change your hair, you can
lose weight.
you could lose weight, but like why does it matter when you're walking down the street? Like it's not healthy to think about what everybody else around you is rating.
Here, let me try to paint it this way. Do any of you know any guys who think they're hot shit, but they're not?
Yes.
Yes.
He might think he's a 10.
That comes with cockiness though.
Yeah.
Saying if someone asks you to rate your physical attractiveness and you're rating yourself a 10, it's cocky to say that you are on par with the most beautiful women in the world. That's cocky.
It's all about, I guess, how you go about it and the way you do it. Because there's men out there.
Is it muted, Eric? Oh, I don't know why it's not playing. Just star it. Oh, this came through as a, yeah, we can't star it. You can't tell me oh man, that's a little spicy, Bryce. I don't know if I can read it. Oh, it's not directed. Fat blank sitting in his parents' basement playing video games all day is the same as a dude in good health making money in a high status job. But hey, if they're both happy and confident, they are the same. Yo, Bryce, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so, shit, I kind of lost my point there for a little bit. So I think this is kind of the big problem in the dating marketplace. If people think they're hotter than they actually are, they're going to be chasing after people that, quite frankly, they never have a chance of ever securing for a long-term relationship. And this most specifically impacts women, because here's the difference between men and women. Women, you can sleep with men that are 1, 2, 3 points higher than you in terms of physical attractiveness, that man will never commit to you. So that's why you basically have women who are all chasing after the top 10, top 20% of guys, because either you're delusional and you think you're hot shit. If you think you're hot shit, you deserve a guy who's hot shit. Also, men are perfectly willing to sleep with you. They'll never commit to you. They're perfectly willing to sleep with you once, twice, maybe keep you around as a fuck buddy. And men will sleep down. So you start thinking, because for a woman to sleep with a guy, for a woman to be able to sleep with a guy, that guy needs to be at least physically attractive enough for you to be in a relationship with him, to consider being in a relationship with him. However, men, we will sleep with women that we would never commit to, that we would never be in relationship with, because we welcome the easy access to sex, because men and women have different sexual strategies. So what ends up happening is a woman can sleep with a guy, say, let's just to use a rating scale, right? A woman can sleep with a guy who's a 6, a woman who's a 6 could sleep with a guy who's an 8. He's never going to commit to her, but she thinks, oh, I can get a guy who's an 8, therefore I must be an 8 myself. So this whole rating system is just, if you rate yourself a 10, and if you're actually a 6 or a 5 being average, if you're average and you think you're hot shit, you're going to want a guy who's a 10. You're either never going to get, you're never going to get that guy to commit who you're chasing after, who's like a top tier dude. Or when you do finally settle for a guy who's actually on your level, so it's not even settling, but you think, man, I've been with hotter dudes. And that's the other dangerous thing with promiscuity and high body counts. You can very easily sleep with men that are so attractive and of such a high status that you will never be able to lock down. Eric, can you hide this? That you're able to sleep with men who are of such a high status or so physically attractive, you'll never be able to lock down for a long-term relationship. Once you've had a certain caliber of man, and then you're going to go settle for Joe Schmo. No. He's going to be in your mind. And whereas most men are not able to consistently be, hooking up with chicks out of their league, whereas women can.
I think the question was, put yourself on a scale of objective attractiveness from 1 to 10. Confusing self-love and being confident in yourself for putting yourself on an objective scale is the point that he's making. Whereas, obviously, if you love yourself, yes, you're a 10 in your eyes, you're a 10 in your heart. But from a realistic standpoint, if you are a 7 walking around, you can love yourself as a 10, that's fine. But on an objective scale, you would be a 7, therefore you would date that or below, realistically.
Another way to look at it is, instead of just what you view yourself as, let's say you lined up 100 men, what would they rate you if they were honest?
I don't really care.
But, okay, let me ask, if you lined up 100 men, do you think they'd rate you as a 10?
Probably not, but everybody has a different point of view. Like me and my friends, like I'll rate a guy a 9 and she'll rate him a 3. Like everybody everyone sees looks differently.
Yeah, it's subjective, 100%. Yeah, but just going off the objective scale, I gave myself an 8 because I know I am conventionally attractive strictly because I make my living off of my looks. That is the whole premise of doing OnlyFans, whatever. And I could see myself personality-wise, whatever, as a 10 for sure. But I think the point that they're trying to make and the point that he's trying to make is off an objective scale. It is delusional for a woman to rate herself as a 10 if she's not, because it's subjective.
I see what you're saying. But the first super chat that was asked why we started rating ourselves, it just frankly said, rate yourself 1 through 10. That's all it said. So that's why in response to the women who were saying, honestly, if people would have said 8s or whatever, I probably would have let it go. But when I heard the drastic of a 4, I felt the need to say something. And then on addition to that, still, yeah, maybe if I'm really being serious, like what the stats would be if you line up 100 men, I would say I would get it probably a 9. Yeah, I'm confident in myself now, and I'm not going to try to rack my brain otherwise to bring myself down. I'm pretty confident in who I am.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of women are having trouble finding boyfriends precisely because they're rating
Even Cheeks
themselves
only
as
is
10s when they're not.
$91.
But
Yo,
None
Cheeks,
of you
thank you,
ladies
man.
are 10. If so, where's your Vogue contract? Kigo, You're looking like Ratatouille at best. That doesn't belong in a 1 to 10 scale, but below. Men do not care about your confidence. We care about peace and beauty. You do not meet either.
Based.
That's like so based. Yeah, that's so fine because like for every one comment I get like that, I can go to my job on Thursday and be told about 10 times on Thursday that I'm the most beautiful woman they've seen in their entire life. I yes, subjectively, maybe to him, I'm Ratatouille below a 10, but I know to many attractive people and people who probably I care more about their opinions than him. Because like my boyfriend, fine as fuck. If you saw him, you would probably one of the finest men you would see out here. He's watched all my podcasts, know my opinion, how I go about things. So I'm very, very secure in what I have going on, looking like Ratatouille.
Okay, we're going to move on from the 1 to 10 topic.